flips off the post. Where's the follow for Blaze? There's Heck. He's gonna get the shot. He's gonna put it in.
All right.
Back-to-back title shots for Heck to win.
Welcome back for season number 11, week number 1, as we're into match number 2 here, starting things off. And I think I may have scuffed the intro a little bit. This is what happens when you try to get on a new setup. But anyways, we're back. We're back here for week 1. You know, it wouldn't be a Nemesis stream if we didn't, scuff it up a little bit. Right, Jaegers? Gotta scuff it.
Oh, it happens. It happens. At least once a season, Yeah,
it does happen. But, hey, we make it through. We're back here for week number 1. Open day's already in the books. And Jaegers, we have 2 teams on this one. Arrival and Distortion, both coming into this week, or into this matchup here to end week 1. Both of them are 1-0 to start things off.
should be very exciting. I mean, usually, not to knock you, Austin, usually Arrival doesn't have too many great seasons, but they're looking to change that this season, starting off on the right foot, and Distortion on the flip side, also getting that first win. There's a few names I see here, Austin. I'm gonna call out a name on each side. I see Flame Intruder on Distortion, and it's a tough one. Lucian on Arrival. I believe that was Lush last season, if I'm not mistaken. So, 2 very high-tiered players, in my opinion.
Yeah, we've got some great players in this lobby for sure, and I'm sure you guys will recognize a lot of them. We'll talk a lot more about them as the match goes on. But yeah, you got the new rival league here. The boundaries have gone up in the rival league, so a lot of high players. There's some former Titan players in this matchup. And Jaegers, that's the one thing that we talked about with the rival league this season. Kind of the hype up to the season is you get these very high players. This is the highest that rival league has ever gone for the top. So there's a lot of potential for some really high-end plays in this matchup.
Yeah, no, it's really exciting. I mean, just higher peaks than ever before. And, I mean, it just makes me even more excited for Titan League next week. I know they're in preseason right now, Austin. So I'm really excited to get that going as well. But, I mean, right now we got some high-quality rival matchups here. And as far as predictions go, it's going to be a tough one. I see Distortion taking it. I think it's going to be a good series, though. I see it in 5.
All right, well, we're going to have to see. Get your last minute channel point predictions in the chat here as we're about to get things kicked off with game 1 here. Happy Wednesday, happy opening week to everybody. We've got Arrival taking on Distortion. Let's get things underway as we start off with the opening kickoff. We've got Arrival in the blue tonight. We've got Jonah, Lucian, and Chad. And then Distortion, we have Flame Intruder, Unate, and Nemesis. And Jaegers, we saw, I know the stream talked about it on Monday, but the one thing that's very interesting about this season, it's the first ever reset, so a lot of new faces and a lot of new places.
Yeah, no, it's always really exciting. And that full season reset, it was almost like a full fantasy draft, almost like in football. It's it didn't matter what team you're on before, you're on this team now, and let's see how you do.
Yeah, it's always exciting, and it's definitely gonna be a crazy season. As this one already popped out in the middle, Distortion coming through and firing, and Unate is gonna put the first one on the board.
Yeah, Unate's just gonna get a nice little shot here. A ton of pressure right now by Distortion, just peppering shots on the Arrival end. And Arrival, if they want to tie up this game, they're going to have to get out of their half. It is still early though.
Yeah, it is a little bit early, and you're exactly right. It seems like so far Distortion has had some good pressure as Unate looking for the ground pinch. Gonna send it off to the side, and Lush gonna find a touch. This ball popping up towards the net. Could be dangerous. Chad is gonna find a touch, but it's still in front. Jonah is gonna come through and make a clutch touch. Get it off to the side. As again, Arrival stuck in their zone here. Flame Intruder off the corner. Nemesis going for that one, but Chad winning first 2 with Lucian. Then down, popping this one up. Be an opportunity here. Jonah coming through. This one can be cleared out. Off to the side. Sent back in by Chad. And Lush both go for that one. Chad gonna win it out as it's down in the Distortion end. A little pass across, but a little behind Flame Intruder as that one's gonna be sent out. It's gonna get around Jonah though. And back into the zone. This one, a little awkward ball, taking it across the middle dangerously. This ball floating. Lucian gonna make a touch there and get it out. First minute and a half here, Jaegers. Arrival's starting to get it out a little bit, but Distortion is still felt like they've had the majority of the pressure until right now as Chad comes through and ties it up.
That's 100% shooting accuracy, Austin. I wasn't sure if Arrival was going to get anything going, and they got going with their first shot, tying up this game. And I mean, if Arrival wants to keep it up, they're just going to have to get out of their half. Distortion's kind of setting up camp over there right now.
Yeah, they really are. A lot of pressure early here as Demas going underneath, trying to find the flip reset. Not gonna go. As again, Distortion back at it. This ball gonna float to the top of one. Just thigh Chad there. Taking it off to the side here. Pop one over. This ball 15 out of the midfield. Dangerously. Lucian jumping up to it. Gonna find a touch as it falls back down. Lucian trying to get back to it again. Distortion looking to get it on the midfield, but Chad is able to connect just for a moment. Able to give Arrival a little bit of space as Lucian up now. Sending it to the corner. Pop this one in the midfield. Dangerous ball here. Demas. Oh my goodness, that one almost finds its way through, but Demas, great save there on the defensive end to get it away. As now he's looking to transition to offense with Chad not having any of it. Off the backboard again. And here comes Jonah to put it in as they put it home.
And yeah, great passing play. Great passing play by Chad to Jonah, just putting it away. Unate wasn't quite ready. And it looked like Arrival was a little slow starting off. Probably a little bit nervous due to stream nerves or what have you. But Arrival is storming back and starting to put some pressure on Distortion.
Yeah, it could be a little bit of stream nerves. I know in match 1 they did play with Rilo in place of Jonah. And Rilo not here tonight, but Jonah, a great player. Seen him multiple seasons in the Challenger League, have some big performances. And so far, he's able to get one on the board here in this matchup. So Arrival looking to work things out. They've got the lead here. Distortion now playing a little bit from behind, but here comes Demas. Was on Lightspeed last season. Made a very good run with that team. Able to make the postseason. This one out of the midfield, great pass, but it's going to be cut off. Arrival quick to it, and Lush going to find another touch somehow on that one. As Chad now sending it back. Demas clearing it away. Lush towards the backboard, but Demas waiting there. Going to find a touch. Now Arrival starting to get some good sustained pressure in Distortion zone. This ball popped up. Unate though. Going to get it out. Lush in the midfield. Dangerous ball. No one back. Flame Intruder. He's going to find a touch into the corner. This ball 50'd up. About a minute and a half remaining in this one. Distortion looking to come back. Here comes Demas. Oh my goodness, what a pass. Close shot there. The follow-up not quite going to go there as Arrival stuck on the defensive end. What a huge opportunity. Not quite going to go as here comes Unate trying to get to it again, but it's going to be cleared away. And Jaeger's Distortion, they've had a couple of really good passing plays in this one, but just haven't been able to find the tying goal quite yet.
They really have, but I mean, just the shots are not there. They've had a ton of shots on target, but they're just not quality shots. Whereas Arrival on the flip side has had 2 shots and 2 goals. That's the kind of clip Distortion needs to be shooting at.
Yeah, especially, you know, like we talked about, a lot of times we say this in the Titan League, but, you know, if you miss your opportunities, you know, you're not going to really get another chance. You got to capitalize the best you can when you get the shots, because these teams don't make as many mistakes, and with the higher boundaries here in Rival League, that skill gap is starting to raise. And for Distortion, gotta capitalize on their mistakes. We're down to the final 20 seconds. Can they bring it back? Can they force overtime here? Trying to pinch it out. This one getting off to the side. Demas, not a lot of boost. Gonna fake it by 1. Gonna collect the boost. Gonna get it by 2. This ball popping up. Just one more in net. Can they get it around though? Not quite. Lucian can't find the touch though. Here comes the shot. Towards it. Unate is gonna slot it in and tie it up with only seconds remaining.
And Unate just coming in off the... We're gonna call it a fake by DMs and just putting it in the back of the net with 8 seconds left. Barring a kickoff goal, it looks like we're going to overtime to kick off this game 1 of this Wednesday night Rocket League.
Yeah, it might be overtime. Distortion, everything to say about it. It's back in the Arrival zone. Chad gonna try to take it up. They're over the top of 1. Can they keep it up? The pinch is gonna come through, but there we go. Jaegers overtime. A good battle here in game 1.
Yeah, and I mean, really, at the beginning of the game, Distortion was really putting on the pressure for Arrival. It looked like Arrival did start to get out of their half, get some shots on target. They still only have 2 shots, Austin, so they're making the most out of their opportunities. They're just not giving themselves a lot of opportunities.
Yeah, and you gotta create opportunities here. They're gonna need at least one more if they're gonna want a chance for this ball. Dangerous. Chad, get it off to the side. It's Arrival trying to escape their zone. Lucian blocks one across the midfield, finds another touch, but Unate is there. This one sent back. Could be a dangerous ball. Can be popped up. Here comes Unate off the backboard looking for a read there. not quite going to find his Flame Intruder. He's going to get to this one. This ball popped up. Lucian sending it towards the net, but Unate is back in time to get that one away. Chad going to block it in the midfield. Little 50 comes through. What a double commit. Could lead to something as Arrival is trying to race down here. Passing the midfield. Chad looking for it, but good denial by Unate. This ball again in midfield. Flame Intruder going to find a touch. Lucian going to make the turn here. He's off the ceiling, trying to slam it down. Demo comes through. This ball in the midfield. Dangerous. Arrival trying to race back. They run into each other. Unate trying to finish it, and he is going to send it in. Distortion come back in game 1 and take the series lead.
And yeah, no, Arrival just overcommitted a little bit, and Unit is going to make them pay, taking game 1 of the series. But really, I mean, it's really neck and neck. Arrival really holding it down on defense. Distortion really throwing it on offensively. But I mean, if you want to win a game, you need to shoot more than 3 shots, especially if your opponent's shooting 10 on the flip side. So look for Arrival to just try and get it out of their half, be it like outlook passes or playing bang ball even. They need to get out of their half and put some more shots on Distortion's end.
Yeah, I would definitely agree here, as Distortion really just kind of battled back there. They played well, and you know, when, like you said, when you've got the shots going on net, you know, it's gonna be a lot better for your team to keep that sustained pressure up. And Distortion had that. And as we look to game number 2 here, we're gonna have to see, does Arrival have a little bit more offense, or maybe even some more defense to kind of counter what Distortion was doing? Because yeah, Jaegers, like you mentioned, they had a great offense. And I guess if you were in this game here, Jaegers, as we head into game number 2, if you're Arrival, are you really just trying to go for a lot more offense, or you think you can try to lock down a little bit more on the defensive end?
Lock down and then get it out of your half. I mean, just you can't just be laying them set up shop. Distortion has all the pressure right now. Nice little pass, and it's just going to go off the crossbar. So Arrival's going to get a shot, but not one of the quality shots they had last game.
Yeah, they were looking for one there early on the counterattack, trying to place it, but just not quite able to find the back of the net. And this game number 2 is going to stay at 0-0. Distortion holding on to this 1-0 series lead. This one sent back, just Demas back there. All of Arrival is hunting. They're going to get it around 1 there, popping in the midfield. Distortion able to race back. Chad taking this one up in the air, going to find a 50. This ball's still in the corner. Here comes Jonah, trying to get to that one. Lucian going to turn, going to get it by 1. Going to pop it over a second there. This one's off the backboard. Got to find this read. A missed touch comes through. Arrival not quite ready for that one. This ball a little bit awkward here. Be caught and sent out. Distortion back in the rival zone. This one out of the midfield. Flame Intruder off the backboard. Jonah gonna have to try to make the touch. He can't. Chad gonna help him out. So they're sending it back in with this ball out of the midfield. Dangerous ball. Lucian gonna find another touch, but not quite able to send it into the net here. It's Arrival starting to put a little bit of pressure on here. Demas though on the dribble, gonna get a good flick there, but Jonah all over that one off the backboard. Unate gotta make the touch, and he does there, able to get it away. As Jonah sending it right back. And Jaegers, we're about almost 2 minutes into this game, and right now Arrival. Oh no, is that in their net? No, it's not gonna go. It's gonna be sent away. I was gonna say they've had some really sustained pressure early on in this game too. Thankfully that one didn't find the back of their net.
Yeah, no, Arrival has already almost matched their shooting total in game number 2 with 2 minutes into it. Make that. Nope, still only 2. But yeah, no, Arrival really is sustaining the pressure. Distortion is having trouble getting out their 1 goal. Almost 1 goal attempt almost came from a missed touch by Lucian, but he did well to get back. Right now, Distortion is just really having trouble getting out of their half, and Arrival's really suffocating them. They're doing much better on defense, much better on offense, and now they just need to put a goal in the back of the net.
Speaking of a goal in the back of that, here comes Demas with a flip reset off the backboard. Dangerous ball, but that one gonna be popped over Jonah. He's got an open net to shoot it in. He's gonna dribble it home, and Arrival is gonna strike first in game 2.
You know, Austin, sometimes that's the hardest shot in the game. No defender, it's just you and the ball, and you know, Jonah did well just guiding it in. Arrival gonna take out that first goal, and I mean, with 2 minutes left, with the kind of pressure Arrival's putting on, I don't see Distortion coming back, at least in this game too.
Well, there's still a lot of time here, and we saw what they did in game number 1. They scored that goal with 8 seconds left, and were able to bring it into overtime and then find that win. So can't count these kids out quite yet, as they're once again back in their own zone. Arrival in their corner. Nemesis gonna find a touch, gonna get it by 1, but it's gonna be sent down in Arrival's end. Chad on the control. This one gonna take it down, trying to dribble it around. This one popped out to Lucian. Lucian coming up here, trying to find something off the backboard. Leave that one as Jonah standing up in the midfield. Nemesis, he's gonna find a touch. Just Lucian back there. Gotta watch out here. Unate throwing it off the backboard. Lucian make a touch. He does. Able to send it out. Nice little pass in midfield. Chad trying to get it out. Distortion all over that one. They're starting to turn it back into a rival zone here. Some pressure. This one out in the midfield. Jonah gonna make a touch. As this one sent high off the backboard. Nemesis racing to it. He's gonna find that touch, but some demos are coming through. Is a little bit of a double commit there. A bit awkward. But gonna be sent into the corner for now. This one popped up in midfield. Could be a dangerous ball. Double commit from Distortion. They're trying to get it out. Here comes Nemesis. Couldn't dribble it, but it's still out of the midfield. And a minute to go, Jaegers. We're still sticking at this 1-0 scoreline. These teams, you know, holding down on the solid defensive end.
Yeah, no, both these teams, but one thing I'm noticing is Arrival is playing much faster in this game number 2 than they have in game number 1, not giving a single second for Distortion to breathe. And, I mean, Distortion just doesn't have that same type of pressure that they had in game 1. Arrival really locking it down on defense.
Yeah, they found the defensive lockdown. Can they hold on for the final 30 seconds? This ball popping towards midfield. Dangerous ball. Oh, no, a huge miss comes through. That one was a huge opportunity. Can Distortion make Arrival pay for this one? They're waiting off the backboard, and Demas puts it in. Calamity as Distortion ties it up.
And yeah, that was just an awkward play all around. Demas just going to collect and get a nice little double to tie up the game. Arrival just wasn't ready for it.
And once again, Arrival erasing a last-second deficit to tie it up. Will we see overtime number 2? We saw Distortion win that overtime in game 1, but this ball still in the midfield. Shot towards net, can be blocked away. Demas gonna get it by 2. It's just Chad over there. Demas gonna try to make something happen. Final seconds. This one flicked up high. Flame Intruder looking for it. It's popped out. The net is wide open. Lucian taking it down, trying to waste as much time as possible. He dribbles it in with 3 seconds remaining, and Arrival trying to deny this one away.
And that was just a nice right place at the right time by Lucian. He's just like, oh, I'll take this. And just drives into the back of the net. 3 seconds left. It's still possible for Distortion side out with a kickoff goal, but not likely after that one. Arrival going to be taking game number 2.
Yeah, Arrival gonna survive here in game number 2, and the script was almost the same as we saw in game number 1, but this time around, Arrival was able to hold on and actually win it in regulation. We thought, you know, Jaeger, it seemed like for sure we were gonna go into overtime, but it was a couple of Arrival goals on some Distortion overcommits, and that was kind of the key right there in this game number 2.
Yeah, and sometimes that happens with really high-powered offense. Like, it's not that they're bad at defense, they just forget to play defense. And Arrival really took advantage of that with those overcommits, just escorting both of their goals to the back of the net. It wasn't anything, like, flashy. They were just both breakaways.
Yeah, they were, and yeah, you see the shot totals a lot different in this game. Arrival actually leading the shot department 6-4, so they found a way on the defensive end, found a way on the offensive end, and it was enough to give them that game 2 victory. And now as we move on to game number 3, Jaegers, this is a crucial game for both teams. They've had their moments for sure, but this game number 3 is going to put someone 1 win away from taking the series and moving to 2-0.
Yeah, it's going to put someone on match point, 2-0. Great way to start the season. And it's going to be a tough one. It's which Distortion's going to show up. Is it the one that put 10 shots in game number 1, or is it going to be the other one that just forgot to play defense? We know Distortion can score. You know, can they do the rest? And this game number 3 is going to be very telling of that.
Yeah, it will. And right now they're starting out in Arrival zone, so looking like a good start for them. This ball up to the corner. Lucian gonna send it down. Gonna be over the top of 2 Distortion attackers. This one off the backboard, looking to follow down. This one pops the midfield. Jonah just able to get a touch. Chad racing back, but still a dangerous ball. Arrival fortunate to block that one away. Distortion almost got the counterattack on him. This one in the midfield. Flame Intruder Nice touch off to the side. This one can be sent down in the corner. Oh, goodness, a double demo comes through, and the net is wide open. Arrival, the wrecking crew, opens the gates.
And yeah, I mean, Distortion didn't even have a chance to play defense there with the wrecking crew. Got a little double demo there, and Lucian will take that any day of the week.
Yeah, that's an easy peasy right there for Lucian. Some good demos coming through from his teammates, and Arrival has definitely had quite a few of those in this series thus far. None bigger than that one right there. This gives him an early lead. Looking for more here. This one off the backboard. Demas can't connect, and it's gonna find its way in. Jonah sends it home. Arrival 2-0 lead.
And you know, Austin, the fake by Lucian, intentional or not, it worked. Demas bit on it hard, and then Jonah just had another open net to shoot at. What's with the Arrival on these open nets, Austin? What's going on here?
I don't know. I mean, I think it's those demos. They're opening things up for him so far. But hey, they're making the most of their opportunities here, and it's giving them a 2-0 lead here in this game 3. As they're trying to start out the season 2-0. As Demas taking a lot of control here, looking for his teammate, but Chad is having none of that one. It's sent back in. Jonah now, he's gonna take his turn to take his time. He's gonna find a 50 through. This ball popped around, won by Chad out in midfield. This one out in the corner. Here comes Demas. Gonna block it down. This ball in the midfield. Net almost open. Chad though didn't quite turn it on. This one out in midfield, sending it there, but good save, Demas. Able to block it out. As we're about 2 minutes in here to this game number 3, and Jaeger's here as Arrival holds on to this 2-0 lead. Distortion, what do you need to see from them to try to bring this thing back? They had some great offense in game 1, but they've kind of been shut out pretty much ever since.
Yeah, it looks like Arrival kind of woke up, but I need Distortion to get back to their game 1 ways. I'm not sure how they're going to do it. It's been working for Arrival to start demoing them. Maybe on the flip side, Distortion also needs to start demoing. Look for some outlet passes don't just play defense. See, they didn't just play defense there. Chad just gonna put it in with a nice shot off the top row.
Yeah, off the top rope, and another demo kick coming through on the back end. Chad sends it in, and yeah, this is a potential dynamic duo that could be threatening in the Rival League this season with Chad and Lucian. Jaegers, both players have had some experience in these higher leagues. Lucian, former Titan, I believe Chad was up there. Titan, if not Titan, high Rival, and I mean so far they're looking so good, but not looking good is this Arrival defense there. For a second, is Flame Intruder gonna get Distortion on the board?
Yeah, and a nice little passing play by Distortion. Demas to Flame Intruder. Well, it didn't even need to be a passing play. Arrival just was not back. Probably were bit by the over-aggression bug a little bit. And it's not over yet. You know, 2 goals, 2 minutes. A lot can be done. A lot has been done in less time. But Distortion kind of needs to get going now, and this certainly will not help. See if Chad can put it on target, and he does.
And it's another one of these Distortion just really trying to up the aggression, but Arrival, that's probably like the 3rd or 4th time that we've just seen him beat the last man and have a wide open net to send it in. So Distortion, definitely some holes on the back end there as they're trying to find their way in this game 3. Looks like Arrival is poised to secure it. It's still a minute 40 remaining. 3 goals, definitely possible. Here comes Chad taking it underneath. Look at the 50 Lucian trying to find it, but not quite going to go as all Distortion in this right corner here. This ball blocked off of a teammate. It's just Chad. Watch out here, Unate trying to get to it. It's going to go in.
Fake.
The fake again. And the Jaegers, we have seen so many fakes, intentional or not, as Demas gets Distortion with it too.
And yeah, I mean, Unate just scared Chad a little bit. I'm not sure if Chad saw Demas initially, but he definitely did for a second, and that's all it took for him to be awkward and Distortion to take their 2nd goal of the game.
Yeah, and don't count him out. We saw him in both games so far in this series. They have scored a game-tying goal in the final 30 seconds. So if there's some team that can do it, looks like it could be Distortion. This one's sent down, but right now they're gonna have to find 2. About a minute remaining. This Ball in the corner, Demas, gonna be 50'd out, Lucian hunting for Flame Intruder. Flame's gonna get a touch, trying to find another. This one still popped up. Chad Lucian, not a lot of boost between them. Lucian gonna try to control this one. In the middle, Demas gonna pop it by one. He's looking for a bump of his own. It's falling down off the post. The follow-up, Flame Intruder trying to put it in. And there's chaos in front of the net, but Arrival gets it away. The Distortion still can't break through to find that third one.
Yeah, no, I mean, it looks like Distortion's starting to wake up, but I mean, just not a quality shot to be had. It looked like Flame Intruder may have had a chance there, but he didn't. He just didn't get the power needed to put it in the back of the net.
Yeah, the power a little bit lacking there. So down to the final seconds. Can Distortion do it again? Not that time with this off the corner. Unate off the corner now. This one popping up. Flame Intruder can't connect though. A big miss. That one could have brought him within one. But instead, this ball is rolling out in the midfield. Arrival is going to come through Jaegers. They are going to take game 3 for themselves, one win away from taking the series.
Yeah, and you know, Austin, both games were a close one. I really feel like this is a much different Arrival we're seeing right now. An Arrival that's starting to pull on the pressure, get saves whenever needed. And Distortion also, I mean, they're getting nervous in the front of the net. They're not making their shots. We've seen multiple whiffs out of them when it could have just been a shot on target. So Distortion, if I'm Distortion, I'm taking this whole minute here before we go into this game number, I believe it's game number 3, because they seem a little bit nervous now. Oh, game number 4, excuse me.
Yeah, no, you're good. Yeah, they did seem a little bit nervous, and we're gonna have to see as we're heading Jaegers game 4 for a Nemesis special map here. Everyone's favorite, my favorite map here on our rotation. We got Forbidden Temple, and everyone knows what that means. The chaos can reign here on this map, and that one almost started out early. I'd love to see. Will we see some chaos? Will we see another game 5? We saw some intense matches on opening day. And right now, Distortion ought to be the ones, Jaegers, to come through in this game 4 and, you know, start the scoring early.
Yeah, if I'm Distortion, I'm focusing on defense, like, and just taking whichever shots come whenever I can, because, you know, you can win a 1-0 game, but you're not going to win if the other team's not going to win if they don't score. And Flame Intruder gonna start this one off 1-0, and that's the first lead Distortion's had in a little while.
Yeah, it is the first lead, and that was a big dunk by Flame Intruder to give his team the early lead here on Forbidden Temple. And that is a massive start for them. And we're gonna have to see if it could lead to something. Can they get back to what we saw in game 1 where they put on 10 shots towards the net and just kind of suffocated Arrival? We're gonna have to see as Unate throw this one off the corner. A little bit of double commit. Awkward balls, Flame Intruder trying to find another. Evolution sending it down. Demas. Unate, taking this one across the field. Jonah gonna bang this one up high over the top of one. This one off the backboard. Could be a dangerous ball coming through off the backboard. Lucian leaving it. Unate trying to get to it. It's gonna be over the top. Arrival trying to race back here. Quicker set comes through. Distortion not quite able to capitalize immediately. It's sent back in to Distortion's end, but only for a moment. This one clang towards the net. Unate has to make a clutch save. That one is a good one as Demas finds a demo to open up some space. Unate with the musty. This one off the backboard. 2 miss. But Jonah, he's patiently waiting there, able to get it away. And about a minute and a half into this game, Distortion holding on to that lead. And Arrival, Jaegers, I don't know if you're seeing the same, but it seems like there's a couple of mistakes and a couple of banging shots here from Distortion.
Yeah, no, and you know, Forbidden Temple's a little weird for everyone. Seems a little weird for Arrival right now, but a nice shot by Unate, top right bins and in. And it's kind of looking like the Distortion's offense is finally waking up.
Yeah, they really have woken up here. It seems like 2 quick goals here in game 4, really putting the pressure on, and Arrival just seems a little bit out of sorts as a kamikaze demo comes through. Able to send it away. Lucian get it down. Chad on the pressure. Able to keep it in Distortion's end. Distortion in boost control right now. It's Jonah putting this one in. Looking with the 50 off the backward. Unate on a touch. Able to get to the corner. He's able to send it out. Demas now taking this one. I'm going to shoot it towards the net, but only can make it so far as the corner. It's a nice boost steal comes through. trying to leave it for Chad. A little bit of a miscommunication. This ball in the midfield. Demas can't connect. Unate space and time to send this one up, but Lush able to get away the corner. But halfway in this game, this one popped out here, sent down. Distortion just going to take it in the corner. Happy to waste this time away. Try to play it slow. This ball could be dangerous. 50 down midfield. Flame Intruder gonna send it down. It's Lush. Unate is also looking for the demo. Lush trying to get to it. Nightshade gonna race back, and somehow right there, Lush was able to only keep the 2-goal game. Jaegers, he was getting hunted down by everyone.
Oh, what a shot!
He missed with that angle.
Oh my goodness! Nice little pass by Flame Intruder, and Demas just gonna get a nice little doink past the defense. And you know, Austin, Distortion's scoring a lot, but I don't know if you noticed, they're starting to employ a deep third man, playing a little bit more conservatively. They're tired of getting beat on defense, and you know, right now, Arrival needs to answer.
Yeah, and that's what we saw. There was a lot of goals where they just committed, just overcommitted, and Arrival got it past the third man to put it home. And yeah, you're right. Finding that deeper third man, locking down on the defensive end, it's working so far in game number 4 as they're looking to send us to Champions Field. This ball walked across. Here comes Chad trying to send it in, but Distortion denies. Lush now up. Unate. Can't quite find that one. That one off the backboard. Some misses coming through. But it's going to be popped over the top. Arrival not able to get that one. It's off the post barely. As this one out of the midfield. This comes through. Distortion trying to find one more dagger here in this one. So we're about 1:20 remaining here in this game. Jaegers and Arrival still scoreless on the board. Distortion looking to force this game 5.
Yeah, no, if I'm Arrival, of course you're going for the win, but with a minute left, it's looking less and less likely. But if you're Arrival, you need to get like a Pyrrhic not a Pyrrhic victory, but you need to get some form of momentum. You need to get a goal, like demo them, kind of like make them a little frustrated to get them out of their, like, in their head a little bit in game number 5.
Yeah, you gotta try to find something here. Some sort of momentum here, because Distortion, they've seemingly snatched it all back as they're looking to tie this series up at 2 apiece. As this one, oh my goodness, Jonah, and maybe that's some momentum there as he sends it on the top of the defense's head.
You know, 30 seconds left, Austin. Crazier stuff has happened, and Jonah leaving a lot of time left on the board with that little 50 passive defense.
And
So,
I mean it's
could
fine.
be seeing overtime.
It
Forbidden Temple, Austin.
It is Forbidden Temple as Arrival gonna go for the double fake there as they're trying to get it in. And we see some craziness in the final seconds of Forbidden Temple. This ball blocked in the midfield, can be sent back into Distortion's end. The time is ticking. Arrival needs one with at least a second on the clock. Lucian trying to block it. It's dropping down. Distortion trying to waste the time. Looking to fire this one at the net. Arrival double commits. The seconds are ticking. They have to get one quickly. It's heading back towards Distortion's way, but they need one with time on the clock. This one out of the midfield is not going to do it. And we are heading that way, Jaegers. It is game number 5. Forbidden Temple. The game 5 alert coming your way right now.
Yes, sir. Game 5. Always a great way to start out the stream. Distortion seemed to wake up in that last one. Arrival didn't really have an answer. They got some shots on target, but a lot of saves coming through in this one, Austin.
Yeah, there were a lot of saves from both sides. Both teams coming in with 4 on the board there, and yeah, Distortion, they had their shots. They didn't quite match their game 1 total there. They only had 8 Jaegers, but I mean, we just kind of saw it seemed like a different Distortion team from what we saw in, you know, games 2 and 3.
It looks like they finally learned, Austin. You know, because like before they were like so aggressive on offense, they kept getting like counterattacked a lot, and that was the bread and butter of Arrival's offense. And then the second Distortion had that deep third man, it's like Arrival needed to figure it out again, almost.
Yeah, they did, and in that game number 4, they could not, and it was all Distortion in that one. But we're heading to game 5, Champions Field here on this one. Who is going to come up clutch? We are going to have to find out. As here we go. Who is moving to 2-0? Who is going to be sitting with a 1-1 record? We're going to have to see here. This ball in the Arrival zone. The easy shot coming through, and Distortion, they strike first, only 11 seconds in.
And yeah, Demas just getting a nice shot, and all the confusion there. Arrival just looked a little discombobulated on defense, and Demas made them pay early.
Yeah, that one, a big goal right there, and always talk about it, but you want to be in that team to start out with that first goal in a winner-take-all game, whether it's Game 5, Game 7, whatever it may be. You want to get that first goal. It really starts you out on the right foot here in Distortion, looking to keep that momentum. And now all they have to do, if they want to, is just kind of lock it down, play some good defense, and don't let Arrival get another one through. They'll be taking this victory. Arrival is not going to let them just sit by and do that here. We saw him put some good pressure on Unate. Last man back. Gotta make the touch. He can't. A huge miss. Jonah trying to come through. Off the backboard again. Here comes Lou. She's going to slot it in to the side of the net. And Arrival makes Distortion pay.
And you saw us say, look like Unate wanted to come up, and he just moved forward just a little too far, and it was too awkward. And Arrival got that counterattack and just made them pay.
Yeah, and that's been the Arrival staple in this game. Another one where they just beat out the third man and able to shoot it into the net. And now they tie things up. Can they retake the lead? Or will Distortion be able to bring it back? This one floating in the midfield, off the backboard. Jonah gonna find a touch, but Unate able to keep it in for a moment. Jonah gonna send this one off the sidewall. Arrival trying to get down. Here comes Jonah. Bang this one towards the backboard. And we clear to the corner as Lucian able to keep it around. Gonna find a pinch. Looking to stay with it, but Unate gonna find a touch. Not a lot of boost there. More Distortion here. Looking a little suffocated. As Flame Intruder gonna get it out. This one, an opportunity. Demas able to step back just in time to get that one away. As Demas taking control over the top of one. Looking to find it past two. That one, 50 comes through. Back in the rival corner. This one hanging high off the ceiling. Lush able to take control. Some more control in the corner. Looking to stay with it. Finding a 50. Lush right there. Chad thinking about helping him out there. Waited for just a second and still going to stay on their end. Chad looking to lot through some defenders. But 2 minutes in, Jaegers. We're tied here, one apiece here. Both these teams fighting to try to find their second goal.
And yeah, no, Arrival really wants it. Out shooting Distortion 4-1. The only opportunity Distortion really had was 10 seconds into the game, but I mean it's very tough whenever both offenses are clicking with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. I want Distortion to start taking some chances again, and yeah, put some shots on target.
And they're gonna need it here. They're gonna want to find this win. It's been a tense series so far between these two. A great battle. Jonah is up 50. They're gonna come through, dropping down to Distortion's end, but Demas gonna send this one up high. Lucian gonna find a touch, able to send it away, but Distortion finding a good demo on the back end could lead to something. Here comes Demas, looking for the shot, trying to place it in with Chad just
Great
in time. He's clutch on the defensive end, able to get that one away. A dangerous ball. This one sent down. Lush is in the corner trying to find it. Instead, he's gonna find a demo. This one's still in Distortion's end. Lush gonna find a 50 here. And gonna actually find a bump. Flame Intruder can take control. Jonah in the corner, looking for another one. Off the side, here comes Chad, sending that one up top. Flame Intruder able to get a touch and get that one away for a moment. As Demas bumped off this one. Lush trying to take some control. Instead, it's going to be Flame Intruder taking this one away. Off to the side, here comes Chad trying to find it, but Unate going to win it over the top. What can Unate do off the backboard? It's going to be cleared away. This one popped up now. Back in, Demas off the sidewall. Distortion looking for something. Demas once again trying to find it. Instead, it's right back into Distortion's end. Flame Intruder gonna find a touch. A huge demo is gonna open it up. Can Chad get back in time again? No, he can't.
Close one.
He almost makes it, but Flame Intruder with a big dunk.
And Chad running away from the demo. He almost makes it back in time, but Flame Intruder just gets in the way. And that's one thing I noticed, Austin, that Arrival's kind of straying away from is those demos back whenever they were winning the other games. They've kind of strayed away from them, and their goals have been suffering as a result. I want Arrival to start demoing again, and they're going to have to if they want to get back into this one.
A minute remaining. Can they find something here in Game 5, or will Distortion walk away with his victory? This ball off the side. Unate off the ceiling. Trying to drop that one down. Lucian gonna find a touch. This one gonna be cleared out. Jonah into the corner. Flame Intruder He connects, looking to try to find it again. But that one over there, there's a demo on the back end, but Demas still has control. This one actually going towards the net. It's an awkward ball, but it's going to be saved
close
away.
one.
Good touch by you, Nate. Able to clear it away as we're down to the final 30 seconds. This one sent off the backboard. Opportunity now. Chad with a dunk. It's popped up. Here comes Jonah. Looking for the shot from you, Nate. Oh my goodness. On the goal line, he makes the save to keep it away. And now Distortion. Can they hold on here? Looking for one more. Trying to find the dagger. It's Arrival looking to escape now. Lucian sends it down. Distortion racing again on the back end. Lucian trying to get to it. Demas wasting time. Chad gotta try to send for this one. This ball is pinched back. They're gonna need a miracle here. Can they get it? Demas off the backboard. This ball still up in front of their net. It's Arrival able to keep it in the corner. Distortion trying to ground it, and they are gonna be able to. What a clutch finish. Distortion holds on, and they're gonna win in Game 5.
No, that was a great comeback by Distortion. Very, very good series overall, Austin. I do think Arrival's a very good team. They did stray away from like what really made their offense click. And also, it's kind of hard with not having Rilo. I know you were saying earlier he was one of the starters on the team. So
yeah, it is still early in the season though, and rosters kind of shake around, so
yeah,
take it too much into account. But yeah, still, I mean, a good comeback there, Jaegers from Distortion. I mean, they played it well, and just when it seemed like Rival could have ran away with that series, they locked down game number 4, and just kind of showed up and showed why they've been undefeated so far this season, and they look like they could be a very, very solid team in the Rival League.
Oh, absolutely. Both these teams, I do see both these teams going very far, especially with their the way they play. The way their play style is so interesting to me. Distortion, very offensive oriented. They kind of started figuring it out on that defensive end, and Arrival with their like kind of holding it down on defense and then playing the counter attacks. Very, very good series.
Yeah, it was a great series, and well, we got to head to another great series as Jaegers and I will be right back here in a few minutes. We've got a Challenger League Grand Finals rematch from Season 10 up next. We have the Griffins taking on Venom. Make sure you guys stick around. We'll be back in a couple minutes for that banger of a matchup. So stay tuned, and we'll see you guys in a few.
Should be a good one.